Hey guys, AJ here back with another one for you. So I think all of us can agree that at this point, the West Coast can just fall straight off into the ocean. And guys, I'm from the West Coast, so I'm actually from Seattle originally. Guys, Seattle, Portland, Oregon, right? LA, San Francisco, Oakland. It's just straight up Thunderdome in there now, you know? And guys, a lot of these policies, all these defund the police and building lesbians mansions and all these knuckleheads who want to get rid of the police, a lot of these 304s and all these strong and independent chicks,
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore,
voted to get rid of all the police and all the law and order, and now all hell is broken loose. Okay? So guys, we're going to look at how a lot of these cities just are not safe for women anymore. And we're going to go to the wonderful world of TikTok and look at how these knuckleheads are describing it. But before we do, guys, like, subscribe, drop a comment, because it really helps keep this channel going. And check out my second channel, linked in the description. Let's go.
I thought really hard about sharing this story, but I think it is important to share it so that women or people that are walking by themselves know that they're not safe. You may be in a nice area and you think, oh, nothing like this ever happens here because everybody tells me nothing ever happens here. But the reality is, I got jumped in broad daylight with people walking around, and I was screaming bloody murder. It was horrifying to feel that hand from behind grab you, and I saw him, and I tried to run, but he grabbed me. And then he robbed me, and I was screaming bloody murder. And then I later on found out one person tried to run after him. And the other guy who was actually fit to do so, he stood there and videotaped the whole thing.
There you go.
I could have been raped. I could have been abducted.
Now, she said that there was one guy there who, quote unquote, could have done something. Clown world. I thought all you chicks were all strong and independent and didn't need men, right? Right?
And all he did was stand there and videotape. Women, don't walk alone by yourself. Not in this city.
There you go.
This city is not safe. I was robbed in broad daylight with multiple people standing around, and nobody stopped to help me get my things back. I have a bruised rib. It hurts to breathe, but I'm glad that I'm alive. Ladies, please be careful in this city. It's not safe.
There you go. And this is San Francisco. Right there. All these chicks, they voted for this, right? They don't need men. They don't need cops, right? They can be out there by themselves. And it's all these comments. Look at that. Glad you're okay. Sorry that this happened to you. I lived there for a few months. This place has gotten bad. In that time, I got robbed. My car got smashed into, and my stuff was stolen. I'm in the Bay Area now. I can never go out alone. Look at that. Look at that. Guys, this is what happens, man. I thought that they didn't need us men. Clown world.
If you live or spend a lot of time around the San Francisco area, you'll probably relate to this.
So I'm originally from the Bay Area, and about 2 years ago, I moved out to the Central Valley because it's affordable. I still work in the Bay Area, mainly from home, but occasionally we have in-person events, right? So last week there was an in-person event, and we were, I would say, in the, near Oracle Park is where we were at. So I was driving to the event, around noon, broad daylight, and I'm at a stoplight, and there's a car in front of me, and it's at a decent area. It seemed like I hadn't been back to SF in a really, really long time, probably pre-pandemic. A man looks at me from across the street, crosses the street, it's just me in my car, and tries to open my driver's side door. Thankfully, my car doors were locked, and I, and the light turned green at the right moment, so I was like, oh my God, absolutely not. But I, had been seeing TikToks about women experiencing just awful, heinous stuff in SF, and that literally happened to me in my first 5 minutes of being there, so.
There it is, guys, right there. She's driving along, a dude tried to open her door. Guys, her hashtags, hashtag San Francisco, hashtag Bay Area, hashtag California, hashtag Northern California, hashtag San Francisco homeless, hashtag San Francisco is dying, Hashtag be safe out there. Hashtag safety first. And all these comments are all saying the same thing. Person says, it's been out of control the last 2 years. The assaults I've experienced downtown are wild, blatant, and aggressive. This is what they wanted, guys. They wanted to get rid of the police and let the homeless and the criminals run wild, and then elect these officials, these district attorneys and all of them that believe in anti-incarceration punishment. Please, clown world.
Okay, it is 8:42 right now at night, and it is raining. But yeah, I definitely feel like Seattle can be unsafe. I think because I've lived in the city, like the city, for so long, I've just gotten kind of used to it. I'm always like looking around, super aware, and yeah.
And you're on your phone. That's smart.
Doing my thing, walking around at night, and right now it's fine. But there are definitely nights where it's like a lot crazier, even like during the daytime. Okay.
There you go, guys. She's walking around. It's 8 p.m., so it's not even like night yet, and she's already scared. And this is in Seattle, guys. Woke Seattle, right? But they voted for this. And guys, I hate to say it because, guys, I'm from Seattle, but I would never go back there. I would never live there. I wouldn't even go and visit at this point. Clown world.
Y'all, I don't know what's going on, but there are too many active shooting situations in the last couple of weeks in Washington. First, there was the one at the Gorge Amphitheater, and now there's one in Capitol Hill.
That's
I don't
in
have
Seattle.
all the facts, so I don't want to just like say a bunch of random things, but apparently one person was held hostage, and there's an active shooter at the gym that's above the QFC. I'm only sharing this because I don't think many people know this is actually happening right now.
There it is.
And I don't know if the news outlets are still writing up articles. I'm sure if you look it up now, you might see something. But when we were there, I didn't see anything. So maybe you have a loved one or know someone that goes to that gym. Just reach out to them. See if they're doing okay. Yeah, I just wanted to share that information. Honestly, please just stay safe out there, y'all. I mean, this world could just be so ugly. It's so...
Gee, maybe more police might help, right? Or hashtags as hashtag Seattle, hashtag Seattle TikTok, hashtag Seattle Washington, hashtag be safe, hashtag news, hashtag women be safe. There it is. Clown.
I say for my Chicago peeps, I went to the Target that's located in South Loop, the one like off Roosevelt yesterday, around like 6 p.m. I parked my car in the bottom level. I walked to the elevator, I got my AirPod in, I got my phone in my purse, talking to my wife. Now, I'm waiting for the elevator, and anybody that goes there knows these elevators take like a million years to come, a million years to open. So I'm waiting. I see a young man like walk across on the other side of where I parked through the clear door. I see him walk past, and he's in like full blown like Halloween attire. So like scary clown mask, like a bloody white sweatshirt, and has a baseball bat. So he walks slowly by, and I'm just like telling my wife, I'm like, what the fuck, She's like, go back to the car. But I'm like, I'm so far away from my car. I parked so far away. I'm like, I'm closer to getting in the elevator than trying to go back to my car. So of course the young man comes back around, comes through the doors, and he's walking very slow, like obviously trying to be very intimidating, creepy, not saying anything. So at this point, I'm just like standing there. I'm like looking at him, because I'm like, I'm not gonna turn my back to this man. I don't know. Is he wanting to rob me? Is this just a joke?
There it is.
I mean, does
There
he
it
want to
is.
like kidnap me, put me in a van, like sell me overseas for a pack of cigarettes? Like, I don't know what's going on. So I'm just standing there, and finally the elevator opens up, and he kind of like blocks the elevator, goes in the elevator, comes out, bangs the bat like against the elevator, and then like walks out. So at this point, I get in the elevator, I go upstairs, I go tell security, I'm like, hey, there's somebody downstairs, like, being creepy as fuck. And they're like, yeah, we're aware. We actually called the cops on a few of them earlier, and we're
But guys, what do you think the cops did? Nothing. Because, guys, we all know that knuckleheaded Lori Lightfoot, because this is in Chicago, okay? Basically hamstrung the police so that they can't do anything, okay? So the cops probably drove by. They couldn't do anything. These knuckleheads are sitting there terrorizing people, okay? But, guys, get this knucklehead here Because we all know, guys. obviously, she's. So you know that she voted for the people that got rid of the police ability to go and check up on these knuckleheads and throw them in jail.
Watching him on the camera, and I'm thinking to myself, like, did anyone think to come fucking check up on me? Like, what the fuck? So just be careful out there, be aware of your surroundings, especially if you're alone. You know, carry some mace with you, a knife with you, and just try to be mindful where you park, especially in like parking lots when you're by yourself.
There it is, guys. This is what they wanted. They wanted to be able to go out by themselves and risk everything. You know, guys, we're in trouble. Okay, we expect trouble all the time. Everywhere that we go. It doesn't matter where we are. Guys are always aware. We're looking around, trying to see if we'll get jumped or robbed or whatever. And guys, guess what? Now they're getting to experience exactly what we experience. They got just what they wanted, and then they voted for it. And now they're getting exactly what they voted for. Guys, her hashtags. Hashtag Chicago. Hashtag Chicago TikTok. Hashtag safety tips. Hashtag stay safe. Hashtag South Loop of Chicago. Guys, I don't feel bad for them. You know what I mean? I really, really don't. All these chicks thought that being a man is easy and going out and living the way that men do is going to be fun and games until they're walking home at night and all of a sudden some dude jumps out of the bushes. You know, guys, I don't wish anything bad to happen to anyone. I don't. But guys, this is what they wanted to have happen. All right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe. I'm out of here.